It's the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by WJER Sports in partnership with Smartway Communications, Sugar Valley Meats, and Williams Floor Covering.
And I want to welcome you into the Coach's Corner Show. Today I'm with Coach Dan Ifft. I'm Willie Grove. And Coach, I said we got to keep them winning ways up, but a little bit of an issue before the game. You didn't have your starting quarterback maybe available, but
Right.
Talk about Jonah Marks. Stepped right in. You guys didn't miss a beat.
Yeah, he did. Jonah's a great team guy, and takes every rep and stuff like that he needs to take. He not only reps part the time on the varsity reps, but he takes all our scout team reps, and he represents the quarterback from the opposing team every day, and does a marvelous job of that. Whatever the team needs, Jonah's going to do. So it was really rewarding to see that. Jack had an illness Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, came back Thursday, and we said, no, it's like, let's just stay with Jonah right now, let Jack heal. And Jonah did a fantastic job, and very excited for him, senior, to come in and lead his team and be ready when the call came.
Still talking about the offense. What about the 1-2 punch? J.J. Barton, you know how good he is. He's steady. But, boy, he had some help Friday night with Justice Hughes.
He did, and we've got a few of those kids, and Dalen Clark being another one. We just need to get those kids in the open space and let them go, and they'll make you look pretty good as a coach in that respect. They're athletic, they're fast, they're quick, they're tough. They know how to run the football, and they just have that knack. And so we're very, very fortunate to see that Friday night.
Now, the last two games, two things have happened. You've gotten the lead, been able to rest some of your starters toward the end of the game. Plus, you've been able to kind of filter in some younger kids to take the pressure off.
Yeah, we have, and we call it, the Crimson Silver Group, whatever. And we've stayed with it, and we get because we have so many kids going both ways on the offensive defensive line, so it was imperative that we get those kids some breaks. And we had a conversation with the kids about 2-3 weeks ago, and Coach, can we just get some breaks? Just not much, just a little bit will really help us. And we listened to them, and to that end, we just kind of threw the dice on the table and said, let's go with it. And there's times that we don't change; we just stay with that. You want to call it the second group. We just stay with that second group a couple series, especially if the offense goes through a long drive. You don't want to put those guys back on, even though it's they're set to get the repetition. So, they've pleased us very well and held up and helped us.
Talking about this Friday, of course, it's Linsly out of West Virginia, a team that has kids from everywhere. But two things about it: it's going to be important to keep the winning up going into Week 10. But also, just in the back of your mind, you got that, playoff situation, and you can get some points this week if you want.
Yeah, it's.
I want to know how you felt about
even
that.
though even though the years we've had 8-9 wins at this point or whatever it might be, we've never really concerned ourselves with the playoffs. So I always tell the kids, after your 9th game, we look, see what would happen if you win the 10th. And then you can maybe look at it at that point, but things change. Even things change Week 10. So never really worried about it. Especially this year, we didn't get off to a good start. We just said, let's just focus on who we are and what we are, and it'll be the same thing Friday night. And again, even though you get a win or don't on Friday night, I think all the goals are there. I mean, the opportunities. I guess the opportunities for the kids are still there with 16 teams, and I've made it clear how I feel about 16 teams going in. But nonetheless. Being that that's the situation, the dreams are still alive for the kids.
Well, again, we want to thank Coach Dan Ifft joining us today on the Coach's Corner Show here on WJER.
This has been the Coach's Corner Show for WJER Sports, brought to you by Smartway Communications, Sugar Valley Meats, and Williams Floor Covering.